to keep the American dream alive, but yet again, what's going on right now? You got Facebook, and you got the social media recruiting ISIS right now, using ISIS as a platform. They're getting money to get the advertisers on social media, and guess what? They're putting out there on national television, and they're getting money for this. These corporations are getting money. You talk about evil greed that you just said. You got to stop this. We got to put an end to this. We have to put an end to this. To this kind of media platform that we're seeing right now, because
I hope what you said is, if that's true, I hope all the people who use those services, all the Facebook users, and all the Google customers, we should black their headquarters office with our customers' complaints. Say, why are you doing this?
Right.
Like make them to mind what customers saying. That's how free market works. If you don't like this company, what they're doing to all their customers, to this country, then you tell them, you demand them to change. I'm hoping that you will get your message out and people will hear this, then they can make a complaint to Facebook, Google, to all those companies who are helping terrorists to do this kind of recruiting.
Well, we exposed it. At least we exposed it here. So we did. We exposed it, and now I'm going to give this to 20 of national network and television radio stations across America. We're going to do that after this is over with. This link will be up that we just talked about. It'll be archived, and we're going to post it up on different video stations, so they actually will hear it. So no problem there, no problem at all. So that is very important right now, what you just said here, to make sure that freedom gets heard, and we do have a voice. You were right. You are 100% right about that. And here you are. You came from this country from a what is a communist nation? That's what you did. Is that right? Go ahead, Lily.
Right. Yes. China was very, very communist, but they did have economic reform starting in the 80s and also 90s after the Tiananmen Square massacre. So economic freedom, now people enjoying it. It's good progress. I applaud for that progress. But political freedom is still very, very limited. Did you see CNN News today? There's like a huge student demonstration movement in Hong Kong. They demand for democracy, more political reforms. And mainland Chinese, of course, if you take off the street, then lots of people are worried. What will government and soldiers do to them? You know what happened since the June 4th, the Tiananmen massacre. After that, we have not had a big demonstration movement in China. And even though people can complain verbally, but they cannot take to the street yet. So that's why my post sometimes is, I feel like no matter how rich you become, Chinese people, I know you work hard, you become rich, but if you don't have political freedom, you are still slaves, because you can lose everything one night. Your government can take everything you own away, just like that. So I am really glad to see that Hong Kong people are doing this. And Hong Kong is part of China. When we lived in Hong Kong in 1997, it became part of China, from British government. Mm-hmm. But they have a special system, so-called, continue for 50 years, no change. But if they are demonstrating, that means the Beijing government is putting pressure on Hong Kong government to do the things that Hong Kong people don't like.
Right.
So when you don't like something government is doing, you want to protect your rights. You have the right to go out, take out the street. But the mainland Chinese are not doing that. I think there's still big tyranny government. It's like I talk about in my Common Core post, the data mining of parents and children are still going on. There's still one-party rule control. Even though I went through Mao's time, it was a lot worse. But today, politically, they still have the one-party control, and they are not opening up the political reforms to allow like the second party even. So I don't see myself, going back to China. I think China is getting richer now. You can go there and make lots of money. But you know what? Hey, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You are still slaves if you don't have the political freedom. That's how important in this country. We need to realize that. I know people are busy, raising family, deal with the stress. But but hey, you got to mind your political freedom too, because the politics does not matter if you pay attention or not. They are affecting your life every day.
Right.
Every day. So you got to make this priority to pay some attention to say what candidates are for, what the government is doing to you, and do you like it? Join the fight. Even just go on Facebook, make your voice heard. It matters. It is important. Because if you do become more and more like China, I don't know. It's like my dream country will be gone. American is lost the frontier for freedom in the world.
Right. Yeah, that's scary, isn't it?